It's pretty clear why Mr. Will would earn this award. It's rare that I feel outworked or outperformed by a teacher, and maybe even out-enthusiasmed, if that's a word. But Mr. Will comes in constantly and consistently and shows up for the students. His care for their future and their everyday performance is clear. It's easy for me to say that he's been an inspiration as a colleague. When I work with him, my days are better. When he said that he was receiving this award, it was not a surprise at all. It makes sense.
So in the past, there's always been a push and actually a struggle to try to get more females into tech ed. And in talking with Tim Berglund, an art teacher in the district, we kind of developed this team-taught art/metal class called Innovative Fabrication.
I kind of think it was him. Yeah, I think Mr. Will started the idea, if I think back to it, but I was very much supportive of it. I always wanted to do steel. I was very uncomfortable welding in the beginning, so he had a little bit of a hurdle for me to even get comfortable working with the welders.
So Tim told me, he's done very, very minimal amounts of welding, and he'll be the first to tell you that he's not the expert in there, but after doing it a couple years, he's pretty good. He does know.
The excitement you can have for learning new things. I learn a lot from Mr. Will, and I freely offer that to the students. Mr. Will helps me get better at welding, understanding technical things about measuring and manufacturing, and I help him feel confident about some artistic principles. And the students, I think one of the biggest benefits of that class is that they get to work together and see two people in different fields make good work together.
The students who take the class sometimes don't even realize it, how much they're learning, because it's enjoyable. And at the end of the semester, you look back and see how far they've come. Some of them just simply being so afraid of the sparks or afraid of getting dirty, and before you know it, they're diving right in like everybody else. They realize that they can make art with metal. So it's kind of just a neat collaboration overall, and we've seen just a lot of success in the last couple of years.
He really cares about his students. He shows them that it's not just a class, that there's an actual family in the room. If you need someone to talk to, Mr. Will is the person to go to. He will sit down and listen.
He really makes us want to come in here and want to work together. It's kind of like we're a big team, and he's just a great leader. I mean, he's a person that you want to be around, and this environment is somewhere you want to be in. It's fun.
So over the years, we've had a lot of very, very talented welders come through Marshfield Metal Tech, and we typically would go to Skills USA welding competitions. And in my opinion, the welding competition is one of the most challenging competitions that they offer.
Last year I competed in the state welding competition with another peer of mine. That peer took first place and I got second. And I think those accomplishments speak to his expertise as a metal tech teacher.
It really does take a special kind of a kid to put forth the time and the effort necessary to do that well, being that it's such a difficult competition.
So I started a youth apprenticeship this year at a machine shop here in Marshfield. I get a lot of good feedback there of learning kind of what I want to do with the rest of my life. Without these classes, I would have never had that opportunity, and I would have never even thought about the career that I'll be going into, just without Mr. Will and all the other teachers helping out with that.
Seeing the look in a student's eye when they're telling you what their future is, and when that future that they're selecting is based on something they've learned in your class, or maybe you've influenced it in some way, that's one of the ultimate highs as a teacher.
I got accepted to NTC in Wausau. I am going there for a welding degree and an automotive technician degree.
I'm humbled, I'm shocked in a way, but I'm very, very grateful, because there are so many unbelievable tech ed teachers in this state. Within WTEA, I feel overwhelming amounts of support, and everyone that I've ever worked with and talked with is more than willing to share their expertise and more than willing to help in any way possible.
I'd like to extend a thank you to WTEA for recognizing Mr. Will's efforts and constancy over the years. as a great tech teacher. And I'd like to thank Mr. Will. Starting my days working with him sets the tone for a good work day, and I appreciate it. So thank you so much and congratulations. It's very well deserved.
Thank you so much, Mr. Will. I couldn't think of anybody else who deserves this award. You devote your time, energy, and efforts to helping us become better people.
Thank you, Mr. Will, for your patience and just your level of impact on any kid that walks through those doors. You just offer that sense of encouragement on anything that they want to do.
Thank you, Mr. Will, for helping me the last 4 years of high school, helping me get on the path I am on now, and for believing in me. Congratulations, Mr. Will.